Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different because I wanted to change things up. I have been, let's talk about this. I have accumulated a lot of books and I've had a lot of books on my shelf for a very long time. And when you go without reading for 9 months, it adds up. So I've been trying to figure out a new way to get myself to feel motivated and wanting to read the books that are already on my shelf rather than me just buying new releases that I'm really excited about, which I'll do also, but I need to also keep up with my TBR that I actually have already on my shelves. So I was doing some research and I came across Codie's Book Corner, and she does this thing on her channel which is the best idea in the whole world. All props to her. I was so blown away with how great this idea was. She does something called the Wheel of TBR, and every month she spins this wheel that she physically made because she's crafty and cute and fun and I'm not. And she has different prompts on there. And whatever she lands on, she picks a book from her shelf that kind of fits that prompt, and then she's gonna read it for that month. And she does it 12 times, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna be that ambitious. I think I might do 10 and then give myself a save if I don't finish one of the books or if I don't get all of them done. But if you guys want all the information, I'll leave her video down below. She gets full credit. She is wonderful. She does a great job with this, and I thought it was a great idea and I wanted to try it out this month. So if this works out well, I'm gonna keep up with it. Thank you, Codie. You did a wonderful job with creating this because I needed a way to get motivated to read the books on my shelf, and I was struggling until I found her channel. So I decided I would do something very similar. So I decided, since I'm not crafty like Codie and I didn't make a physical wheel for my room, which would be very cute, but I'm really not very good at that stuff, I decided to use this website called Wheel Decide, and it looks like this. This is my iPad and this is the wheel. It has a bunch of different prompts that Codie came up with, and I just watched all of her videos and thoroughly enjoyed them and just decided to take some of her prompts that she put down. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spin it 10 times, and I'm gonna have to pick a book off my shelf or on this shelf to read for that prompt. And that's how this month's TBR is gonna go. Let's go. I'm actually so excited. I am literally, it's like midnight right now and I have been wanting to film this all day and I just hadn't had the chance. I'm literally in my pajamas, you can't see, but I've been wanting to film this all day and I'm so excited. So we're feeling casual tonight. We're just gonna go for it and I'm super excited. Okay, so here we go. This is gonna be difficult for me to film, but you know what? You guys are gonna get the gist of it, and that's pretty much all that matters. So, here we go. Low expectations. So, I need to go pick a book that I have low expectations for. So the book that I have decided for low expectations is The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith, which is also known as J.K. Rowling. This is her pen name that she writes under. And this is, I think, a mystery? A debut mystery in classic vein. Detective Cormoran Strike investigates a supermodel suicide. So while I do like mysteries, I'm not very into following detectives as our main character and kind of that hard-boiled crime. You follow the detective and you find out all the information from that. I like ones that kind of extend a little bit beyond that. And also I picked this up literally at a thrift store when I was in New York one time, and I have not heard good things, especially about her writing as Robert Galbraith. I don't know. So I don't have great expectations for this one just because it's not really my cup of tea, and also I just know that a lot of people don't like this book. So yeah, this is definitely on there, but you know what? We're gonna give it a try. This is the one that I'm choosing for low expectations. Hopefully it exceeds it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Here we go. New author. I'm excited. Hold on one second. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, I want to normally choose books from my bookshelf that I've had on there for a little bit, but I did do a bad thing and order a book today, and that is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. And I want to choose that one because I'm so excited about that book. Everyone is talking so much about it and they're totally loving it, and so I thought I needed to get it. And also, this is her first book. I'm pretty sure this is her debut. So that's super exciting. She's a new author to me as well. This is a male-male romance about the president's son, so the first son, falling in love with the Prince of England, and I could not be more excited about this. I need more diversity in my books, and so I'm so excited to read more from the LGBTQIA plus realm of books because that is so important, and I'm super excited. I cannot wait. This is gonna be wonderful, and I already know I'm gonna love it because everyone I know has devoured it and enjoyed it so much. So this is the one that I'm gonna choose for new author because she's new to me, and I'm really excited about that book. Rep, okay, yes. Love. So if you don't know, rep is something that represents something that is maybe not talked about as much or needs to be represented more in books, such as culture or diversity in sexualities or race disorders, anxiety, all of those things. Something that has really good rep. So I'm gonna go and pick that out. Oh my gosh, I just realized my lights aren't on. So the next book that I'm going to be choosing for rep is one that I've been meaning to get to for a while, and this is Books and Lala's or Kayla's favorite book, I think of last year, the year before, I'm not sure. She loves this book so much, and so I knew I needed to check it out, and that is Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney Stevens. This book is supposed to be incredible. This follows a girl who is a tomboy living in this small town, and she really doesn't know who she is or how she fits in, and so it deals a lot with her growing up and figuring out her sexuality and how she identifies and all the inner turmoil that she's going through in her life in this really small town that doesn't really understand her or who she is. And so I am so excited to read this. It's got a lot of really great representation in here that I've heard, and from that description it just sounds right up my alley, and it sounds like it's gonna be hard-hitting but very wonderful. I'm excited about it. I don't know how else to describe it, but super excited. This has been on my TBR, like top of my TBR for a while, and I'm so glad to finally be getting around to it. Here we go, moving on. Oh my gosh, you can see all my dirty fingerprints. That's so gross. Hype. Okay, this is a really exciting one. Let me go choose my book. Okay, so for this one, I have the physical copy at my apartment, so I don't have it with me, but I will be listening to it on audio, and that is going to be A Large Expanse of Sea by Tahira Mafi. This book has been on my TBR for a while since it was announced, and it's also got really good representation. It's about a Muslim girl living in America, and she is struggling after 9/11 to fit into where she lives. I think she lives in New York. She's struggling to fit in and for acceptance from people around her, and she also wants to be a break dancer, I'm pretty sure, which is adorable and so great. And I don't know, it's supposed to be really wonderful and just kind of show the degrading comments and the racism and the violence that occurs to Muslim people. And so it's supposed to be really, really wonderful. Woody Novels loves it, and I'm really hopeful this is gonna do me, like, I'm really hopeful this is going to be wonderful because I really do like Tahira Mafi's writing and her storytelling, and I'm really hopeful that it lives up to what I'm expecting. I think it will. So yeah, I'm going to be listening to that one on audio, and I'm super excited because I always love to have a good few audiobooks while I'm also reading physically because I like to break it up a little bit. So really excited. Moving on. Most recent purchase. So in addition to Red, White, and Royal Blue, I also got The Honeymooners by Christina Lauren, as well as My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. And these two, I mean, they've been all over BookTube lately and just been really hyped up. And so I was really excited about picking them up. So I'm not really sure which one I want to choose. I think I'm gonna choose My Lovely Wife because I have a feeling I'm gonna be reading a lot of kind of contemporary romance, because those are a lot of books that I have on my shelves and I don't get to as often. So I think I'm gonna choose that because it's supposed to be kind of thriller, I don't know if it's like a horror, but it's supposed to be about this couple who, they seem like the perfect family, the most lovely wife and husband, and you would never think anything is wrong. But apparently the husband goes out and gets young girls for the wife to kill. And that's pretty much all I knew before I wanted to buy it, because it sounds very interesting and horrifying, and I've just been really excited about it. So that's the one I'm going to choose for my latest purchase, because I got that today and I'm really waiting for it to come. Number 5, we're halfway there now. TBR Vet. So this means a book that I've had on my TBR for a while, and one that I've been really pushing off. So let's go grab that. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna be choosing one that I'm not excited about. I'm actually very excited about, and I've just never thought to kind of pick it up. I don't know why. It's been on my shelf for as long as I can remember. This is a copy that was passed down to me from my mom. I think she grew up with this copy, so I'm really excited to read this. And that is Peter Pan by Jan Berry. I have never read Peter Pan. I know, but I love Peter Pan. I love the movie. I loved it growing up, and so I'm really excited to read this because I never reach for this, and it's not long. It's written with really large writing, and it's got pictures in it. I think this is just gonna be really lovely and a nice escape to my childhood. So I'm super excited about this. This has definitely been on my TBR the longest, because it has been on my shelf since I was pretty young. So I'm pretty excited about this. This is probably the oldest book I had on my shelf. So we're going far back. We're really taking this challenge as far as we can, and I'm really excited that this is the choice. Small read. God bless. So for a small read, I decided to choose one that is about 200 pages, and that is Eat Only When You're Hungry by Lindsay Hunter. I got this in one of my book of the months, I think 2 years ago. So it's been a while, and I have always been intrigued by it, but really don't know much about it. So I'll read a little blip for you. It says, achingly funny and full of feeling, Eat Only When Hungry follows 58-year-old Greg as he searches for his son, GJ, that's hard to say, GJ, an addict who has been missing for 3 weeks. Greg is bored, demoralized, obese, and as dubious of GJ's desire to be found as he is of his own motivation to go looking. Almost on a whim, he embarks on a road trip to Central Florida, a noble search for his son, or so he tells himself. So this sounds really good and interesting. It sounds like, I don't know, something that I don't normally pick up. And so I'm intrigued to get to this. It's only 200 pages, and so I'm hoping I can whack this out with not a lot of problems. I also love this cover. I think it's so interesting. I love how it's a receipt and then a bunch of food. I don't know why. I just love the front of this. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Know nothing about it. Know if anybody likes it or not. I have no clue. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm hopeful, and it's only 200 pages, so I'm pretty sure that's doable. Color. So for this one means that I'm following Codie's rules. She knows what's going on. I pretty much don't. But what she did is, if you landed on color, you spin again, and whatever color you land on for that next spin, you pick a book with that on the cover. So now we're gonna spin one more time and figure out what color book we're gonna choose. A light lavender purpley color. So let's go find one of those. So for this choice for the color, I found one that has a lot of lavendery purple on the front of it. So I decided to choose The Library of Fates by Aditi Khorana. And I don't know anything about that. No one is entirely certain what brings the emperor to Shalingar. Until now, the idyllic kingdom had been immune to his many violent conquests. To keep the visit friendly, Princess Amrita has offered herself as his bride, sacrificing everything, family, her childhood love, and her freedom to save her people. But her offer isn't enough. So this has been on my TBR for a while, and as you can see, it's got a bunch of sticky notes in it. That's because I got it from Page Habit, or from whatever that was called, I don't remember. I don't know. I used to get this subscription. I made a video on it. And then they stopped doing the subscription. So I don't get these books anymore, but I'm super excited because it has notes from the author about why she wrote certain things, what was going through her mind. just little fun notes, and I always find that really intriguing because you get to know kind of what was going through the author's head, or get to know them a little bit better to understand their story as well, and I just love that. So I'm really excited about this one. This has been on my bookshelf for a while and I just never thought to pick it up, and now reading the description I'm very intrigued. So I really hope it lives up to what I'm expecting. I have no clue. I don't know what people think about it, but I'm hopeful I'll enjoy it. If you've read this, let me know down below what you guys thought. If it's good, if it's bad, I'd love to know the details. But yeah, this is the one I'm going to choose for color. Series. So this can be like the first of a series. This can be a continuation of a series. It just shouldn't be a standalone. So yeah, I have a lot of uncompleted series as well as series that haven't been touched, and that's a problem. So let's go look at those really quick. So the book that I've chosen for a series is Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. This book is supposed to be about a young girl who is on this mission to find this old treasure map, and she gives herself over as a gives herself over to be captured by her enemies, giving her the perfect opportunity to search their ship. So I think she's supposed to be really cunning and smart. And I want to read this because, one, it's summer and it's kind of piratey, on the sea kind of idea. Also, this has been on my TBR for a while and I really like pirates, and so I really want to see how I like this one. Also, another reason for that is I have the ARC, and for the second one. I have the ARC for the second one and I never got around to it. Yep, won it in a giveaway, so I'm a piece of honestly, but I should have read this in time. I didn't. So I really need to read the first one to be able to read the second. That's just how the cookie crumbles. So I'm really excited to read this one because I'm really hopeful that I'll like it. I really like pirates and I like badass girls, so I hope this is good. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but that way I'll have this one to back it up after if I want to keep rolling through the series. Okay, so I know exactly what book I'm gonna choose for this one. So for thriller, I have one in mind that I really want to choose, and that is The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I talked about this 9 months ago, how I was really excited to read it, and I didn't get around to it. So we're gonna do that this month. I'm making it happen because I have been wanting to read this. I've said that for every book, but you know what? It is what it is. I am so excited about this book. This is supposed to be somewhat of a Hitchcock Rear Window kind of idea about this girl who lives in her apartment in New York City, and she's just doing her thing, hanging out, and she sees something strange from across the way in a different apartment. And it's about the mystery of what is going on over there and how she kind of probably discovers what is going on, does some detective work. And I've just heard nothing but good things. I just want to read this so bad, and I think I also have it on Scribd for audiobooks, so I want to definitely read that on audio as well if the audiobook is supposed to be good, because this is a bit of a chunker, but you know what? I think if I split it up a little bit, I'll be able to manage. And I don't know, I'm just so excited because I've been meaning to get to this for so long and I just couldn't get myself to do it. I don't know why. I think I'm just intimidated by the size, but it's not even that big. I'm just being a bit dramatic, but that's okay. I'm really excited and we're finally gonna get this one done. Let me know if you've read this one because I've heard so many people talking about this. Highest rated. So the highest rated book on my TBR that I haven't read is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, but I don't think I have that here. I think I have it at my apartment. So let me go double check. If I don't have it here, we'll discuss some options really quick. So I definitely don't have it here. It's at my apartment. So we could either get it on audio, if I can find it somewhere, or I could try and find it from my library on ebook or something, or I could get it physically, or I could look to see what the next one is and then I'll decide. Let me look to see what the next one is and we'll kind of figure out what's the best plan of action. So instead of doing The Name of the Wind, because I don't have it with me and I really would like to read it physically, I'm going to do a little bit of cheating. I'm sorry, it's just how the cookies crumbling. I've used that tonight before. I've run out of things. It's midnight. But what I've decided I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a manga that I have, and that is Fruits Basket volume number 1, the collector's edition by Natsuki Takaya. This is something I've been meaning to get to for a while, and I think it will help me out on this very, very full month of reading, because this is a lot of books and I haven't been reading in a while, so I have a lot on my plate. But I hopefully will be able to use this as a way of de-stressing a little bit and not having as much, I don't know, I just need a break sometimes. And so I think I'm gonna do Fruits Basket just because that's just what I want to do. But I promise you that on my next TBR for the next month, The Name of the Wind will be on it, because by that time I'll probably have gone back to my apartment to be able to pick that up. So I will remember to do that so that I can read it for you guys and let you guys know what I think. Well, read it for me, but like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna read Fruits Basket. Oh my gosh, I say it wrong every time. That's what I'm gonna do. Just because I have that here and I don't want to have to only listen on audio, because I do want to read that physically as well. So it is what it is. So that is all 10 of the books that I'm going to be reading this next month. I think this way of doing it was so wonderful. It really helped me look at my shelf and realize what I haven't read and what I'm really excited about and what I'm not, and kind of narrow down the options, because I have a really hard time just staring at my shelf and wondering what to read. So I think this was a really, really great idea, because I could also choose from multiple types of books that would fit the category without having to only choose one book. So thank you so much again to Codie for her awesome idea with the Wheel of TBR. Again, this is not my idea. I'm not trying to steal it. I just was so inspired. She did a wonderful job with it, and it was such a great idea that I had to try it out for myself. So I'm hopeful that this will help my TBR and my reading experience this next month. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Also, let me know what you think of the books that I'm going to be reading this month. Thanks. Bye.